Alright guys, I didn't have a lot of time today, but we made a lot of progress. Got the road all the way fanned out to connect here to the asphalt milling woodyard road. It is not as wide as we want it to be. We still have that rock there that the excavator bucket is resting on, but I have a plan. I'm not going to divulge what that is quite yet, but it might show up in this video, might be a future video, but I do have a plan. As you can see here, I started stacking up some boulders on this low side of the road that is going to kind of taper into the woodyard road here. I'm not going to do a boulder wall all the way up, unless I have enough boulders, of course, but I really want to retain the dirt along the woodyard road, probably like from here to about like those rocks up in there, and then the rest I'm going to use on the high side to retain, you know, all that dirt. But it's raining pretty hard. It's getting sloppy. All right, so we were able to get the majority of those stumps and logs that I've kind of just been saving. They're big, nasty, crotchy pieces. There was one really nice big cherry log that I put on the firewood pile over there. I was saving it if I ever got a sawmill, but now this area is cleaned up, and my plan is to start, you know, sourcing. These are kind of small boulders, but as you can see, we have rock all over the property. So I'm gonna try to source a bunch of boulders over the next couple days or so. I mean, I already have some here and a couple up here, but I need big ones because I'm gonna be, you know, making a retaining wall kind of, you know, down there where I like started. And then I'd like to, if I can, line this whole hillside with boulders. I think it would be really cool to kind of have like 2 tiers of boulder walls. So that'll ugh, sorry, bug flew into my mouth. These flies are everywhere. It's been so wet, everything's hatching. But yeah, that's my plan. So I'll do as much as I can with what I have, and then as I, you know, uncover more boulders on jobs or just digging around the property, I'll, you know, kind of just add to it. I think the more important section is right here. Luckily, that's the shortest section because that's, you know, what would erode down directly into the asphalt millings, and I don't want to contaminate those with dirt and debris more than I already have. I got the Baumalight little mini dumper for all the little small odds and ends and, you know, pieces of roots and small rocks and stuff like that. So we'll just take that and dump it on the property. But let's see if the old International will lift this can up. This is probably pretty heavy. I don't know, it's always kind of hard to tell. A lot of it's oak, so it is going to be heavy, and I know that stump is pretty heavy. all it takes. It's literally just like that first 8-10 inches that's tough to get it up, and then once it's up, it's up. All right, now we'll put it back down. It should lift up without the chain. Go. That's how it's done. Got that dumped. Needed to slide the cam back a little bit just to get it started, but not too bad. They almost didn't let me dump because they're kind of closed. It's only like 3:30 on a Saturday, but you'd think they'd be open. So this is a pretty big landscape company. It's the busy season, but everybody's got to take a break now and then, I guess. I've been working on this roll pin. There's just ever so slight of a lip in there. Like you can see my boot down through it, but it just won't come out. I'm not sure what else to do. I've tried heat, I've tried drilling, I've tried pounding. All right, I don't know what just happened, but this roll pin punch is going in. It's like stuck in there. Oh, it's coming out the bottom side. I think we're about to get it. Yeah, it's coming out. The sleeve is coming out. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Look at that thing. It's out. I can't believe I just started up the camera just at that point. I shut it off for about an hour and a half. We got it out. Oh, here's the other half. Yeah, look, see? There we go. right, this is what we got done today. That roll pin took up a good bit of time, but we're getting there. I mean, we moved some big rocks that this little U35 couldn't even pick up. We had to roll them, a couple of these ones, but we're getting there, slow and steady. I just kind of tracked in and cleaned up everything behind it to kind of compact it in a little bit. Excavator needs some fuel, so it's a good place to stop. I kind of dug out a footing here. I don't know, we're gonna see what happens with this rock, because I'm making this wall further out, you know, closer to me, in preparation for breaking up, hopefully, this rock, and or maybe digging it out. We'll have to see. And then if we are able to move it, you know, I'd like to continue this wall kind of along, you know, where the road is, and be able to widen it out a little bit, because that rock, you know, like I said, is kind of the bottleneck. So looking good so far. We'll check back in next time we're working on it. Well, the rain hasn't really stopped over the past, I don't know, 2 weeks, but maybe for a couple hours every couple days or so. It has been really wet, but I am super happy to see how this road has been shedding the water. The only place there's really standing water is in some of the tracks, you know, from the excavator. So that's pretty good. It's for the amount of rain that we have had, it just got done downpouring. Everything's still, you know, pretty solid. I wouldn't drive a truck on it right now, but once we get this covered up with some asphalt millings or gravel or whatever, I think we'll be in pretty good shape. But can't put the cart before the horse. We got to deal with this rock. This rock is kind of literally the bottleneck here, but I got something I think might help with that. And it's right over there.